Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. It's been a while. Man, I have not reviewed a beer probably in close to a month. I don't remember the last time. Well, that's not true. I was going to say, I don't remember the last time that happened. I've done a couple dry Januaries, or actually my version, which was, my birthday's in January, so you usually do it like middle of January, middle of February. Anyway, yeah, I got sick. Nothing crazy, just I think I got sick twice in quick succession. That's what I think actually happened. And, longer story longer, just basically I got sick, I got a hair better, and then I got sick again, and I had this crazy nasally thing. I probably sound quite nasally as right now, but I feel fine, I can smell fine, I just have this congestion thing. We're on the end tail of it, but we're talking about, I probably went a week without doing beer reviews, then got sick, so we're talking about almost 3 weeks of not reviewing beer. Just feels weird. So it's fun to be back in the game. This is actually an unboxing I did when I was kind of in that weird kind of middle ground, and we're doing a little bit of Hop Butcher to kick back this beer session. Hopeful goodness. This is their Teetering wooden crates of oranges. This is a citrate and tangerine hopped extra pale ale with orange zest. Yeah, they sent us off. Like I said, it's probably about 2.5 weeks ago they sent us off. And I just haven't had a chance to dive into any of it. It's almost exactly a month old. It's about 3 weeks old. Pulp Hickson. And 5% alcohol by volume. Low ABV jams. So you're talking about a little zesty, little jammer to get back into practice. So here we go. We'll see what's what. Super long intro because I had to tell you what's going on. So I kind of have to post this one first now. So I don't want to repeat myself in all these videos. So here we go. Label-wise, it's what Hop Butcher does. I love what Jetsa does. So all his labels are always top notch in my book. So I am game. And as far as this beer goes, Mr. Dirty Glass Mafia. That's what happens when you don't drink beer and forget to wash your glass before you do a beer review. Dust, basically, because they've been unused for a month. So you're talking about a really clear, you're almost talking like lager-esque kind of clear to this thing. Index finger, white as white could be, head kind of beautiful, soft, almost champagne-like kind of carbonation on it. And it just has that part of a nice kind of old school East Coast kind of pale ale kind of look to it. So I'll tell you what, I was kind of nervous and be like, am I going to really be able to smell? Because during this time I actually kind of lost my sense of smell and taste. Don't worry, it wasn't COVID. I've tested 1 billion times. No doubt, citrus on the sucker. I can smell it from here. So let's dive in and see what we got. Man, just gobs and gobs and gobs of citrus here. Very fresh, very real, very zesty, but it doesn't come over the top, kind of like a pithy zestiness, almost like kumquatty. If you've never had a kumquat before, you can eat the rind on that. Well, you can technically eat an orange rind too. It's just not pleasant. The actual kumquat it has a sweetness to it. That's kind of the way this is coming off to me. And this kind of orange, zesty, sweet, kumquatty kind of way, with those hops kind of just helping to kind of prop that up a little bit with a nice kind of perception of sweetness on this sucker. Yeah, sweet perception of sweet malts, perception of sweet fruitiness with that orange leading the way. Definitely smells ultra old school East Coast kind of pale ale. One of those kind of, as you can see, not super hazy, just this rich kind of citrus leaning vibes on a nice kind of sweeter, lowerish ABV kind of pale ale kind of just old school vibes. And I'm here for it. I dig it. Let's dive in. Cheers, y'all. It's that plus a little extra zip to it because of that orange zestiness. So you get those oranges on oranges on oranges. In a pretty clean and crisp kind of body. It stops short of being like lager IPL-ish. You're drinking something that is ale-based, but with the way this is kind of clear and how it's been kind of brewed with this cleanliness in mind, you just get this little bit of extra zip to it. It's not, again, like I said, IPL. It's not even like West Coast IPA kind of snappy clean. But when you're getting these rich kind of citrus flavors, again, orange on orange on orange on kumquat, you just have this kind of perception that you're going to just lean heavily into like an East Coast hazy. And when you have that juxtaposition of that clean kind of drinkable beer with that huge heavy citrus component on it, it's a little, not off-putting is definitely not the word I want to use, a little bit just foreign to what you're typically used to when you get these kind of flavors from these kind of hops. But man, it drinks super clean, bursting at the seams with those citrus notes. Again, you can, if I drink this blind, do I think this is just straight hops and not citrus added? I don't know the answer to that question. I think I might say that there is some kind of added citrus component to this, but with that being said, it comes off very organic. It's not like, you know, some of those breweries that messed with, you know, Ballast Pointy kind of vitamin powder, Flintstone-y vitamin kind of vibes. Definitely not that. Very much hops with a nice kind of rich, slightly pithy kind of zestiness that doesn't get overly pithy, overly bittering in that sense of the term. To have this nice kind of counterbalance of bittering on it that adds this balance to the beer itself. But it just comes off, like I said, that citrus on citrus on citrus on kumquat. And a really clean, well-made ale. I'm not going to lie to you. Month without beer, this is a fun one to dive in back into. Maybe not a month without beer. Probably more like 3.5 weeks. When I did this review, I had one beer, so maybe fudging a little bit. But yeah. Yeah, absolutely tasty stuff. And honestly, you know, you're talking about a zesty 5% beer, you know, from Hop Butcher. I expect it to be hazy. Not that they only do just hazy, but I expect it to be hazy. That's not the case here, and pleasantly surprised with just a gobs and gobs of a citrus in your face kind of thing coming in at 5%. I'm here for it. I dig it. I'm a fan. So there you go. Nothing negative here, no off flavors. The only thing I would say about it is that if you are team haze, if you are all about that New England style haze, this might just come off a little bit just too, the word isn't muted, but not as hazy as you might expect. But if you dig out hops, you like a citrus flavor, and you're looking for well-made, low ABV hop forwardness, be hard-pressed to find something better than that. So there you go. Reviewing the books. 1 of 1. Feel like a rookie. No, I don't feel like a rookie. I feel like a really good pitcher, because I'm modest, that had like Tommy John. This is my first outing. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Is this one of the better low ABV pale ales I've had as of late? Especially if you kind of, yes, it is Mount Rushmore status. Very close if you go into the non-hazy category. Absolutely. Value and availability on this. Hop Butcher's prices have always been reasonable. We actually get them decently reasonable out here now in New Jersey. I'm guessing this is $15 a 4-pack out there. Let me know if you've picked it up and leave you with, off the shelf almost certainly, and leave you with, if you like, we like this. If you like hop forward beers, you like citrus is your jam, and you like low ABV jams, and you're not a stickler for the stuff that has to be hazy when hops are involved, you'll dig this. So there you go. Reviewing the books. Hopefully you enjoyed. Massive Beers, if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massif, podcasting stuff. Hop Butcher, have you been to the brewery? Have you had their beers? Have you had this beer? All that fun stuff down there. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of low ABV citrus goodness right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers, y'all.